Hello and welcome back to Factorio. My name's Sean Sands, and we will be continuing on with our game. Last time we did a number of things. We got our science up and running. We began the work of getting some of our stone stuff going, right? So walls and blocks and stuff. Oh, look at this. When we did our dumb thing, we made it impossible to get red science up here, so we'll have to fix that. And we'll just drop a bunch of science in. And then... Good. Okay. So that should be fine now, right? We got a little bit going on here. It's still making science. Oh, yep. And that's all fine. We have our turrets are engaged and getting damaged. So that's a serious attack. We've lost at least one turret. Okay, great. All right, what do we got going on up here? Oh my god. I think that, jeez, spiders are the next problem to fix. That is a lot of biters. Oh, that's going to take some repairing. Oh, no. All right, so I think we figured out what we're working on today. Whew. Hello, all the biters are here for you now. All right, so I think one thing we want to begin to do, let's take advantage of the fact that we have some walls we can begin putting together. So I'm going to do just that. Nope, I don't want to run on there. Ooh, is that a new model for the walls? I think it is. All right, we're going to just do that for now. All right, we lost every bit of power. Okay, so first let's make sure that's like that. We're going to need... oh, we lost our pump. Oof. So we rebuild the pump. I need some pipe. And we're going to need a lot more repair tools. Okay, where did the pump go? I just built it. I remember doing it. There it is. So there to there. And we need a little bit of pipe. Man, that was a lot of biters. Okay. So biters are the next priority again. Ooh, they're already back. Holy. Not a lot that time. But some for sure. My god. We don't know where they're coming from yet either. All right, let's repair what we can. It looks like we got off relatively light up here. All right, so we'll just do the last burger inserter right there. Is everything running again? Yes. I think we do want to probably just wall off this area up here so they don't get the in. No, that's a lot of room to wall off. All right, let's see how we're doing on walls and stuff like that. Now that's the thing we're making over here. And then we got to replenish our ammo. Oh, and we got a small incoming group here. Nothing we can't handle. That one's good. Let's see. Brick. Why were I getting... There was a reason I was getting some brick. I will remember it soon. And we're researching solar energy. Everything's good over here. bunch of... We can't do better magazines yet, right? Yeah. Okay, 411 definitely gets us part of the way there. I'm going to put this right here for now. Okay, let's see. We got more wall, which is nice. What do we want to do next? Wall radar. Oh, we were making steel furnaces. That's what we were going to do. And in fact, I had that going on up here. That's what I was doing with that. So drop more brick in there. Actually, give me some of that, because we can use that to create some walkways, right? I'm going to put that in my back pocket. I mean, not literally in my back pocket, but you get the idea. Okay, so steel furnaces, I think we'll use to initially make... What do we want to make with these? I mean, we're pretty good in everything we're creating, but... Let's put some of these everywhere. Put them at the top of all the chains. About getting more down here than I am about copper right now. Copper will become a concern at some point. There we go. All right, good. So we've started replacing all that. We will need to get rid of those stone furnaces at some point. I'm going to pull this radar over, I think. And maybe build a second radar. And maybe just pull one of these, since we don't seem to... Ooh, we have a lot of... Okay, we got a big one down there. We have a lot of crude oil over here, which is nice. We have a tiny initial amount here. Alright, so we're starting to uncover some crude oil, which will be important later. How is our factories coming? Are we making them? Why aren't we making them? Why aren't we making these? Made these? I know I turned this thing around. Oh, Jesus. Good grief. So let's go ahead and change these out. At their most important areas, so we can start producing a little faster, which we will also want to extend over in our electronic circuit area. Nope, I did that one. So this is where the stone walls are supposed to be made. So that must mean that's actually stone. So this episode's going to be a good bit of upgrading, I think. I'd like to start getting lights too. Can you make me a bunch of lights? Just a bunch of lights. Yep. Science is fine. I could probably actually build some more labs. And I maybe should. Okay, I was making radars, right? Yeah, put in 2 radars. I want to put them over here by these turrets. I'll actually probably put another turret in up there just to make sure. Because why not? We have the turrets. We might as well. And then radars. Okay. That's a good excuse to probably get medium poles researched sooner rather than later. There we go. Alright, hopefully we'll start learning more about this area. I probably want to block off down here as well. That's sort of troubling, isn't it? They haven't gotten, the pollution really hasn't gotten to them yet, but it is a matter of time at this point. Are we getting any new information? Oh, and we are getting a attack up top. It seems like it's handled. I do want to upgrade my factories over there by the electronic circuits. I do want to do that. And I want to start switching over to solar energy too, which means I'm going to need to figure out in the near-ish future how I want to set up the rest of that mall, which I may just do separately because I'm going to have to kind of figure out what recipes have changed and changed, tinker around with it a bit. Yeah, that's going faster, which I like. Good, good, good. Might as well keep you working away up here. Change whatever we can. Yep, here they come. Wow, that is a lot. But our turrets seem to have it nicely handled. We have got to uncover where that particular nightmare is. We have solar panels, which is great. I want to increase turret damage, please. I also want energy distribution. Need 200, so it's going to be pretty much 200 no matter what. There's also... That's only 120. But that's not as important. Physical damage, please. Where do I get... Chemical science packs are there. So we're a nice long way from that. Though we probably are going to need fluid handling soon, which means we'll need engines. Okay, interesting. What about science packs? Is that still a thing? I feel like that's still a thing. There they are, military science. So we will need to get military too, which is actually what we should be working on. Let's do that instead. That's only 20. That will unlock. Yeah. I definitely want that. That is absolutely what I want. Let us go ahead and put a wall up down here. Do we want to try and clean that out? It's just going to be kind of scary. It's a big one. If we're going to do that, we ought to get more turrets so we have somewhere to run back to. And we ought to wait till we have the new... Okay, well, there they are. There's that then. Piercing rounds, grenades, walls. So we will need to be manufacturing walls, just as a standard course. And how much is engine? 100. What's super cheap? What are we obviously missing? So let's do the cheap ones. Get them knocked out. And to make these, we need copper plates, steel plates, firearm magazines. Okay, I think that's what I want to start producing. copper plates, steel plates. We're not making any firearm magazines over here. Firearms are just that. So we need iron, steel, copper. Right? That's it. That should be a fairly simple little linear thing, right? Iron, steel, copper. How would we want to set this up? Let's do it down here. So we leave ourselves lots of room to expand our electronic... God, why can I never remember electronic circuits? Oof. Knock that out of the way. I want to leave, anyway, I want to leave that plenty of room. So, all right, what's the build speed? Let's think about this for a second. Okay, so firearm magazines take 1 second to make with 4 iron plates. So I can pop those out really quick. These take 3 seconds to make, and they use 1 firearm magazine. So that's a 1-to-3 ratio. I need 1 factory for essentially every 3 magazines. So that's fine. And then 1 row of a blend of copper and steel. So I'm going to make something. 1. All right. And I will need these produced to be able to create the science, right? So we do need a belt. Let's see how fast this goes. So if we make this, that, and then we make this, that. I'm gonna try it again. Oh. I remembered it. Yay! I did it. I'm very smart. I am not very smart. All right, so we just need some and it needs to kick out here. And then here we'll need a amount of that every 3 seconds. I'd like to get them out relatively quickly. So I'm thinking something like this. Nope, like that. Outputting here. Yeah. I need to probably think about rebalancing soon. Also, circuit network. Eventually. Stronger explosions. Eventually. I think we do want projectile damage now. All right. So we're going to have to kick this over here. What I'm going to be putting, yeah, so that's fine. Okay. This is going to be output. I'm going to go ahead and I mean, you see, right? I figure that doesn't need a lot of explanation. But if you don't, you'll see in a second. There we go. Okay. I may completely redo that later and decide that this was a bad decision. So it's going to be every 3 seconds. How many is it pulling in? Do I need more than one fast inserter? I doubt it. So it takes 3 seconds. It needs to pull 5 copper plates in, though. It's a 5-to-1 ratio, actually. I wonder if what I actually want to do is something different now. I regret my choices. No, I still don't want that anyway. Because we're going to need to push copper faster than we're pushing steel. So I'm actually inclined then to run 2 belts. Why? So that I can put these Man, I did not end up saving myself a lot of room up here, but we can change that later if we feel like we need to. Still getting attacked up there. I got to keep an eye on that. But it seems like we're fine for now. Okay. Does it eventually get all the way down? There we go. Okay. I do think for now I also want to capture these, get a box of these going. Eventually we're going to want I mean, eventually we don't need to do that. But I think for now I do want to do that. Just so I can grab a bunch of them. Okay. Am I happy with this? No. Am I okay enough with it to leave it for now? Let's check this out. How are we doing up here? Okay, they come in a nice smooth angle, which I approve of. They are getting close. Any kind of projectile creatures would be a little more troubling. All right, so we want to pump out a bunch of those. I think we're going to shut this thing down. And in fact, I'm going to make a side thing here. Just so I have one nearby. Just to make some extra, since we have all of those. Until we don't, I'm perfectly happy to do something like this. To just use up our resource. So, I'm going to need some more inserters very soon. So we're going to input all of these. Still doing okay up there. It's a tiny amount. I'm going to do that. We're going to have you make these steel plates and copper plates, though, don't I? Right? I completely forgot the whole point. So we'll just go dump these into the production facility. Boom. There we go. 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 Cool, cool, cool. And we've already got 107 piercing rounds. So let's take this and put some more in. And let's take this. Plop those in there. Plop. Oh. And we have just a tiny bit left. Come on, use them up. Take them. You're not going to leave me with 6 firearms. I absolutely refuse. There. Whew. All right, so we want these here. And then we just want to keep getting them. Now, that is not going to be enough to probably satisfy our need for long. But we can actually set up a second line over here that won't run as efficiently because it'll be bringing over, getting those quickly, the copper in 5 at a time per one of those is pretty necessary. All right, but we have some of those now. We can start to replace our turrets, or replace the bullets in our turrets. I realize this has been just kind of a managing the system episode. I think that's okay. Well, I hope that's okay. I guess that's your decision. You can tell me if it's not okay. Like, we hate this, don't ever do this again. That's fine. That's on you. But I feel like it was just what needed to be done. Like I say, I think separately, 839. So let's pull that out of here. Pull that out of here. Put those in there. Grab some more blocks, grab some more walls. Do we have any indication of where that constant assault is coming from? And it's fine. Those are absolutely the next turrets we have to upgrade, though. Got a ton of wood, by the way, that I do not need at all. And we are about to upgrade physical projectile damage, which makes me happy. We can start then, I think, trying to set up a... This is no longer needed. We're going to be defending at the perimeter. I have to build a couple of more labs, I think. Go ahead and grab these. And we will drop these fancy bullets. Okay, good. That update improved that. Also, I don't think we're using as much as we were. Is that pollution getting near our lower base? It is definitely getting near it. So we're going to want to set up some defenses to the south. Okay, we don't have any incoming right now, so we're fine. Resupply, set up another line to the south, physical projectile damage, excellent. Concrete is the thing we'll want eventually. Logistics, oh man, I wouldn't mind getting logistics. Let's start with research speed. That's going to make getting everything else easier. All right, we do have to set up some defenses, like I say, down here. So why don't we Maybe set up a little line right here. And hopefully this is where they will kind of push in. For any sort of attack. That is it's a sizable base down there, and this is a more direct line of sight. Oops. Didn't bring any bullets. I think we might want to bring bullets for our bullet machines. This one's obviously the most important. Boy, those guys are not giving up anytime soon, are they? Huh. Where are they coming from, though? Because it feels like this is the edge of the pollution. But clearly it's not. And also, why are we not getting more from the north? We really just need more. I don't want to make a bunch more radars, but I'm definitely considering it. Let's dump off these assembling machines, by the way. Got 50 of those things just messing up our inventory. 124 of those things messing up our inventory. Can we put them in manual? Okay, like that. And is that all of them? There. Actually. Okay. We have lots of assembling machines. We are now good on assembling machines. In fact, just the one is back up. No, I did bad. All right. I'm going to replace some more of our furnaces here. Not that I think we absolutely need to, but we might as well. Furnaces. They're in here somewhere. They gotta be. They're not. They're in here somewhere. They gotta be. Oh, come on. Okay, the hell with it. Picked up a bunch of them. There they are. Plop them in here. Okay, we are using up. There we go. Which one of these? I'm going to funnel this one a bit because this is the most likely to get used up at some point as we expand the mall. Honestly, I guess we need to do these. Okay, cool. Lab research speed. Oh yeah, I built a couple more labs, didn't I? I thought I did. Yeah, I did. Honestly, we can just kind of... Do I need the space? No, I don't. I'm trying so hard not to overload on electric poles right before I don't want to use electric poles anymore. And now I'm just not. I just keep running out of them. Excellent. Which reminds me that I need to resupply on my inserters, which is going to use a bunch of that iron I was just talking about. So I'm glad I fueled up on that. There we go. Okay. Are we happy on everything else? Feel like it. All right, so bullets. The ongoing need for bullets. So we're quickly replacing our arsenal with a much better sort of fighting force. We've staved off the immediate threat, at least, coming out of the northwest. And we are now... Oh, I want you over there, if anything. This has 73. That has 56. I want them all to be about the same. 72. Okay, I'm happy enough now. Okay, 38's fine. It's fine. And let's keep some bullets for ourselves, you know? I'm just saying. All right, not a lot of expansion this episode, but made some important changes. So I am probably going to spend a little bit of time offline trying to figure out how I want to extend the mall and get a better result over there. That may take me a little while, so the next time we show up, I'm not going to do anything huge or fancy. Like, I'm not going to go... If I go out to start killing biters and stuff like that, I'll dive back in. But we may finish a few techs before the next time we check in. But any expansion, obviously, I'll come back for. Mostly, and even building them all. What I really want to do is just... I need to go figure out what I can do, what I can even do. What do malls look like in 0.17? I don't know. But until then, thank you for joining me for Factorio, and we will see you again soon.